You asked, is that Gates? Yeah, that's Gates. Last night, Kevin Gates' cousin protected me against 6 skinny white kids in hoods who a crowd watch at my own protest that I organized. Like, just tried to punk me and they failed miserably. And then I came back and asked this camp who they want to be punking them. 6 little white kids in hoods or Kevin Gates' cousin or the police. And the thing is that Kevin Gates' cousin was only coming in to punk the first night. And we needed that. We needed that. We got co-opted. They were trying to tell people not to stream. We need this streamed. Like, they're trying to have the evidence of these abuse. The other day I heard them talking. Has anybody ever drunk a cigarette in your car? What happens? Because I just said that. Does it just go out? No, I'm just worried about my car burning. I don't see it. It's just gonna burn whatever it burns. What's up? Hey! Oh. Yo, I want to thank you. Was it you that helped me back the other night? You got similar eyes, no? You did? Thank you. I was 10 minutes away. I was 10 minutes away before I said thank you. I grew up getting hit in my home. I don't handle it well. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. That could have ended in your life ending. I'm autistic, so I understand the police being a threat. And like what things could end in. And my family usually gives me all the time just for shit. And it's a Munchausen symptom that our symptom, our government, but that's what I'm saying when I say it's Munchausen. They use police for fun, and that's Munchausen. My family, yeah. I'm looking for people who will protect each other. That means holding them back. Not always duking. It means holding them back. You protected me. Thank you. You protected my time. I grew up like my dad was in prison my whole life. I grew up without a dad. That's Bob Marley's grandson. Oh shit, I didn't mean to film his car, sorry. Thank you for being out here. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Again, thank you. Is it? Can I add you on Facebook? I saw you on Facebook. Can I add you? Okay, well, I'm gonna add you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you too. Bro, best night of my life, and tonight. To do this, they're gonna just leave. We need people, bad. That like, my name's Casey, my friends call me Jesus. I gave you the microphone last night. Somebody told me who you are. I already knew who Ricky was. Richie. Shit, yeah, no. See, I'm a Kevin Gates fan. To defend me, okay, like I'm the daughter of a shot caller and a slam poet. I know what was happening last night. We got co-opted, and we needed a shot caller to come around and say, anybody have a problem? Let's just duke it out and go. And I take that any day over. I mean, he thought like people, even people in this homeless camp. So, and I came back in the morning. I said, I asked him. I said, who do you want to be punked by? 100-pound white kids in hoods. The police, or Kevin Gates' cousin. And they said, Kevin Gates' cousin, because I said, because Kevin Gates' cousin only going to do that for the first night. I know what's happening. He told me it's only for one night. I told him that. I told him before he left, I said, tomorrow's a new day. Every day is a new protest. We need people. And we need live streamers. We need people who are willing to tell these people, no, I will record. Because they came to my protest that I organized and tried to tell me I couldn't record it after I warned them for 3 days that it's going to be recorded because this whole intersection is recorded. That's why we're asking them to come here. They're poisoning the homeless people with the graffiti removal. Yes. And then they're studying it. They're studying the people who live in their tear gas contaminants. They gassed us with expired tear gas. We have all the canisters. We kept them. And they expired in 2007. And the reason why they expire is because it becomes more potent and kills wildlife. They have these gates up for a reason. That earth is poisoned. We decided we're not taking down the gates. We're adding clothespins to it so the people can do laundry. And then I asked anybody, the couches that were here last summer, because I asked my live stream I said, it's cheaper than the dump to bring your couch to the Justice Center and give it to the homeless. They took away all the benches, which is why people came here originally. There's benches that were long. As white people came here, there was places to sit. And once we get the places to sit, last night Richie said, I'll bring a riot. I said, bring couches. And you'll have 1,000 riots. And you can't be charged with them. I'm Jesus. And I ask people to come here and protect me. Because I have reasonable need for it. And I need it recorded. And this city needs a place where it's okay to go and get recorded. I told people, call it the alibi. Call it the alibi. You don't need to prove that you're innocent. You need to prove that there's a reasonable doubt you didn't commit the crime. So come be on film here. Anyway, sorry, thank you for being out here. Thank you. Yeah, and I don't have a way to get in contact with Richie. Can you add me on Facebook? Okay, it's Chloe Carfuckian for me. CHLOE, like Chloe. Yeah, and then KARFUCKIAN. I'm way more active on TikTok. I don't use my Instagram a lot, so it's a lot of old memories. Yeah, it's Chloe Carfuckian. It says, Jesus Christ, I believe God is time. We need it, not a man. It was Jesus who was the man. I will. Thank you for being out here. It really means a lot to me, and thank you for being on my mic, even at all. And thank you just for even bringing your car out here. You'd be surprised how many people are too pussy to even get out of their car. That's why he was running around punching people, is because people needed to be punked. They're so pussy they leave every time anything happens, even things that get resolved in 5 minutes. They just leave. They're pussies, and then they think they can punk people. And I'm autistic. I'm an autistic homeless person who gets flipped off every day by the police as they're fucking murdering homeless people. I ask people to come here. And I've gone by Jesus for a long time. I stream because I'm homeless. My disabilities prevent me from being able to get disability. I'm a child abuse victim. I bear too much of a resemblance to Eminem. Really, it's uncanny. I got my powers the same way. They drugged me starting at infancy and then made me fight. I've protested my whole life. This is what I trained for. And this is what they're going to let us do. They've made it clear they're not attacking this camp. Even when I sent them. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Thank you for being here. Bye. Love you too. This is Bob Marley's grandson. Fuck with me. Bro. Ah! We need technology. So many people that are homeless out here don't even have phones. When I was homeless, I would stream. I was blind, and I couldn't panhandle without headphones because fuck that. I was in Tacoma. It was bad. People hated the homeless. I needed to be able to tune them out so I'm not screaming at them. Or, you saw, anytime I get attacked, I scream for an hour. I can't help it. I got a traumatic brain injury at 8 on 9/11, and everybody was preoccupied with 9/11. They moved me 3 days after. My new doctor diagnosed me with ADHD. He gave me Adderall. She didn't know me at all. It was my first time seeing her. They diagnose 8-year-olds with ADHD by asking their parent, their teacher, and their doctor. All of which, one of them, that was my grandma who took that one, and my grandma's a crazy bitch. My grandma's not my nana. Just so whenever I talk about my grandma, it's not the same person. My grandma's evil, my nana's great. She's my great aunt. She was a CASA worker, court-appointed special advocate. It's for children. And the thing is that it was in Oklahoma. And in Oklahoma, the DHS system, the mortality rate was higher than any other state. And that's why I didn't call DHS on them, even though I accused them of child abuse all the time. They were able to tell my doctors not to tell me things I was actually diagnosed with. They weren't allowed to tell me. And children don't have civil rights. And in order for me to get disability, it sets a precedent for children to have civil rights. Because I'm articulate enough and determined. And they have my kid. They have my kid, and they have my kid. They have my kid. His name is Buddy. And as much as I tell the world, the less they can do to him. Because, yeah. They missed it that I'm autistic. I didn't realize I was autistic until I had an autistic kid who taught himself to read before he was 3. And had something called echolalia, which is where instead of being able to conversate, he would parrot. And it's memeing. It's what we call memeing nowadays. Like he responds to things in quotes from movies and books. Or inside jokes. He talks in inside jokes, which is what I do. Yeah. The other day I heard them talking about, it was Reese, he was talking about Dante Wright hits him in a personal spot because he relates to Dante Wright. I relate to Elijah McClain. He was autistic. We gotta play violins to cats for people to realize that we're not violent. All we care about is rules. We're just not narcissists, and people punk us in public and know how to do it, they bully us. I'm 27 years old. And guess what? Kevin Gates' cousin came out and protected me when some 6 little white motherfuckers in hoods tried to punk me. And these people told me this morning they would rather we're taking poison to the face every day. I took a punch or 2 the other day. I think I'm gonna get this scar tattooed. I like it. I got punched in a visual the night they killed Dante Wright, wrapped in a blankie, holding the patron saint causes of the patron saint of lost causes candle. I was wrapped in a blanket. Got sucker punch. She learned. Afterwards, I popped the tires in front of a cop. They didn't do anything. And I left town for a bit. Let people get the story. I wasn't even the person confronting that person. Other people want her out for good reasons. All I did was testify what I've witnessed and what she put me, like the bad situation she put me in. She drives drunk everywhere she goes, and she puts her whole leg out the window and doesn't give a fuck while she drives. And she's a private investigator, and she brags about it. And she's out here. And guess who would love to hire a private investigator? My grandmother. And she's not stupid, my grandmother. She's the head of human resources for a huge corporation. There's a reason I know shit. I was raised by a history teacher, an international baccalaureate history teacher, a social worker, an HR representative, an ex-con, and a Munchausen origami folder, slam poet. When my mom met my dad, everybody called him God. He was the son of a rock star. He got taken away by DHS when he was 9. He smoked a joint on Willie Nelson's lap when he was 4. They put him in a cell with a child molester for a petty crime, and he killed him, and spent my whole life in prison. And I grew up listening to Eminem being poisoned and played with for fun, moved every year so nobody caught on, even though everybody saw it, but thought, is this worse than the foster system? Because everybody knows the foster system's broke. What if we had a square where kids could come to and there's a group of other kids? We don't have to deal with them as adults. There's kids. There's kids here. Let the kids deal with the kids. We'll teach them to be leaders. Fuck this no gods, no master shit, because they're saying it while they steal my microphone. When I'm losing my voice from chemicals, and that's why I called them here. Trying to tell Kevin Gates' cousin, before they even know who he is, that he can't record. You're dumb. I recorded you. I warned you for 3 days, and I told streamers to come here. And people got hit. And they riled him up. And he tried to defend me without any hits. And people said, are you trying to fight because he's black and angry? And I'm angry all the time. Nobody's asking me right now if I want to physically fight them. All it took was 3 sentences for him. And he got on that microphone after people punked me and he said, anybody has a problem, just come talk to us. Just come talk. or get touched. And he said that. And then he ran around, and because people were too pussy to. They leave when people even get angry about anything, even things that get resolved in 5 minutes. They're pussy. They don't need to come for me. They're too pussy to throw a hit. They just steal my microphone. They think I'm afraid of that square. I'm not. They think I can't get a new microphone. I get 3 microphones if they take my microphone. Bet I won't. I don't shut up. It's diagnosed why. Don't hit me because I don't shut up. I know when to shut up. It's probably now. But I know when to shut up, and they act like I don't, and they're trying to make me out to be a virtue signaler or a clout chaser. I'm here for God. I don't fear no man. God is time. I'm here for time. I'm here for the future. I'm here for the future. I want my grandkids to not have to deal with this for 400 years. Yeah, because they have a false God that's overthrowing our earth. People don't worship the future. They don't fear the future. And they need to. They need to wake up. Or at least not punk autistic people who are homeless and they're male in front of a crowd. Because you know what? That dude had the balls single-handedly to scare off a group of people I've been asking to protect me for months. At the roast of Ted Wheeler asked for it. Every day I ask for it in mutual aid groups. Only mutual aid I ever got is from Tinder. And I tell them that. And that's why they steal my microphone. And single-handedly that motherfucker chased them out. And they asked me for protection from one man. I don't control shit. I was in my car on live video. Y'all asked for it when you could have had me and I'm reasonable. Come talk to me. I love you.
What are you doing? Can I jump
I'm
on top
screaming
of the
in the
car?
earth.
Can I jump on top of the car with you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. How do I get there?
Okay.
Hold on. I got
Okay.
I don't know.
So there's a handle. There's a
handlebar.
handlebar right here. You're gonna grab it. Grab that, and then get your foot up in the cushion,
In the cushion.
if you can.
I guess, or if you could.
Maybe stretch for a little bit. Here, I gotta just help you up.
Okay, that works. Perfect. No.
I got my live video going. Just so you know. I got my live video going. Is that okay? Just so you know, my live video is going. Say hi. This is the person that I fucking love.
Victoria, I am. It's too late to follow.
It's too late to apologize.
Of course, but number 2.
Bro, I love you.
I
met this chick in jail in 2014. I recognized her immediately. My ex had been falsely accused or falsely arrested.
Don't forget.
And I met her. And like, I met her again back here, and I recognized her instantly.
Hold on, I have presents for you.
Oh no.
I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a wax. Oh, that's for the hands. Perfect. Wait, do you have YouTube? Can you just play this song, please? Oh, please, we can do the radio show later.
She got shot top, the whole ass, she gon' put it on back, she gon' ass, see her back, put the diamonds in it, on a little bitch, and they pants big on back, we come to your back, you take a sip, she act fat, know what I like,
How you been on me? Yes.
You have enough sugar?
Yeah. Hey, babe.
Is this your car?
Yeah. Yeah, I own it. Yeah. I got it with the stimulus.
You got the check?
Yeah.
We can't get it.
It's the only money I can get. It's the only money I got.
Oh my God. $600.
600, and then my friend paid 400 of it. I still owe him some. But yeah, and then he let me get insurance in his name because I don't have an ID. But if they pull me over for not having an ID, it's okay because I don't have, like, the DMV is closed. I can't get an ID. I don't have an ID to get an ID. My disability prevents me from getting an ID. I dare them to charge me when I'm having an ID. I can drive perfectly. They're not going to ever catch me for not driving perfectly. Ever. I was trained by a professional who I really like because she liked me. Let me see that more Georgia. Hey, see, you can also call me Jesus. What's up? What's up? Okay. Video. We don't do the same drugs. Do the same drugs no more. Cause she don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs. Do the same drugs no more. Bitch, I thought you never throw up. I thought you never. No clothes. You got at that table there's a lot, and then I can get us some food later if you want. Once it's over out, I'll get us some fast food, okay? I used to we're gonna do it all perfect, and I was always effective. Don't you miss the days? Don't you miss the days? Danger. She can't get my vibe. I had Taco Bell today. I'm the first person who's pointed a gun at me. Fuck them. I got this car protecting the homeless camp. And if they do, it's gonna be probably the last. This whole film, this whole square is recorded. But anybody who comes to the gun know that I can be a traffic camera too. And I put my face on it every day getting poisoned by the government. So you wanna put your license plate on it? Let's do it. Come out. See me. I'm Jesus. Ask. They know about me. Don't forget the happy thoughts. All you need is happy thoughts. Bash past bedtime, we back them and everything we ran with them and everything we said. Why I kids being kids? Why did you stop? What did you do to your head? Where did you go to end up right back here? When did you start to forget how to fly? I'm gonna use this lighter again. I got a friend up here with me. TikTok. TikTok. It's like TikTok, but with sticks. TikTok. Sing it if you want. Well, I I can't sing it either. My voice is gone. But if you want, even just a little backup sometimes. There's nothing to be ashamed of. God gave you a voice for a reason. Singing is therapy if you want. Sad inside, I'm sad that I can't satisfy. Yeah, I pray that I get it right this time. Maybe we'll be alright. I do anything in my power to see you just now. I want you to cry, it's gonna come from. Everything that means I ain't by your side. Oh no, the speaker died.
No, I'm not gonna. Lady White, underworld champion. Do you have a rubber band? I have a present for you that doesn't fit you.
I have a scrunchie.
Give me the wrist. This one or the red one.
Left one. You said left first, so left.
Hold on, I need you to give it up. This one had a chain, watch. This one had a chain that led to the ring. But I got my new ring today. Oh.
I don't remember the scrunchie yet. Look what I just got.
Okay, next let's do Weekend Starboy.
Okay.
Oh no, this is genuine. Okay. We're getting a fucking full casino makeup in a suitcase. Blue suitcase. Oh, hold on, Linda. I told her I'm so weird. Okay? Are we playing anything?
No, my speaker's dead. It'll be a minute. I gotta get back in there and like,
We have two speakers.
Tell him. Tell him.
The guy in the red.
Tell
The guy
him.
in the red has the speakers.
Tell him.
You can borrow speakers.
Tell him.
The speaker's dead. The speaker's dead. Can we borrow a
Hey.
speaker, please? Whenever you want.
Oh, the speaker's dead. Yeah, I need to plug it in. I need a portable charger. I have one in my car. I just gotta like get it.
Oh, is that local? No, it's not.
Let me see if I can reach in and get it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. We need music.
Music period. So what do you need? You need a charger or is
I got it in the car. I just need to go get it.
I was sitting in the same room.
Either that or the speaker was up here, maybe. No, I
How
put
much
it.
small speaker?
My speaker's right there. I have two speakers actually.
One of them should be working, right?
Yeah, hold on. Can you possibly move right here so that I can get right there? My hands are back there. I'm about to get my portable charger and then I'll be able to plug it in. No, I'm about to get it. I got it. I'm gonna call back in. It's no problem. Oh, it's on the, do you need the alcohol? I have a wine can. I want a can of wine.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you want to buy some? Oh, yeah, you, okay, cool. I got you. I got it really cheap. It was. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There you go. Yeah, I got it real cheap at there's a store at 146 in the store. I got so much shit. It's so cheap. It's so cheap. It's called Grocery Liquidators. This was $2. It's $1 for each can. I got like 24 packs of coffee for $2. A can of coffee for people. Like those Gucci. That store is where you get it. That's how you feed the streets. That street, that store. I don't know. When I can. For my nan's birthday, I go. For my nan's birthday. I live off donations. I'm disabled. I can't get disability because of my disability. So I asked for, I'm an entertainer. I was made an entertainer. And so I like told them, like, I'm shadow banned and shit. But like, the real ones follow me and they protect me. They give me money. The money protection we live in a money, money's overthrown. So money protection. And so they give me money so I can live. And like, I'm 27. I gotta get that microphone. We gotta get music in this bitch. I'm Casey, my friends call me Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Enjoy that one. Yeah. Trying for music. Oh, can you chill with it? I only got one more and I'm gonna forget it. Come on, where? Going where? Looking for a portable charger. What's up? Are you getting off? Okay, bye. To drink anything. No, not coffee. We always got coffee here. Monster? Yeah, Java Coffee Monster. I love coffee monsters. Thank you. Fuck yes. Bro, how come a homeless person is the only person who walked up and told me if I want anything? How come? Fucking how come? Like, that's amazing. I love homeless people. You guys are missing out. You're missing out on the best friendships of your life that you'll ever make. I had my whole car open all night, and you know what people did? Not shit. You should stop being scared of homeless people. They get stolen from by older, like you guys steal from homeless people all the time. I know they do in Tacoma. In Tacoma, it's like people steal from homeless people all the time. Like people punk us, and so we need motherfuckers to come out and fight the whole streets and just say, let's talk about it. And we don't need guns. We don't need guns. Yeah, I trained for this shit. Let's do it. You want to actually like put hands on people, steal people's shit? Let's do it, man. It's enough. It's enough of this. It's multiple times you guys try to make me have a meltdown in public. I'm autistic. You do this shit in public, you won't come talk to me. It's discrimination. Let's do it. Yeah. And I got a whole homeless camp behind me, so let's do it. You know what? I might not have a crowd at all times, but I get them. And then I'm going to keep getting them. And if they don't come for me, I'm going to tell them to come, and I'm going to get a new crowd. And you think I can't find a new crowd? I'll use Tinder. I'll use Craigslist. I will use AA. I will bring a new crowd. I will bring Portland here. Otherwise, I will accuse them of being prejudiced against the homeless. They're murdering us and then flipping us off. And people are showing up to help. And in the meantime, we got people here. Whenever the protests leave, we got people here who help. It means a lot. It means everything, bro. It means fucking everything. And I'm out here on my fucking car. So if you want to find me, let's just talk. I'm on my car. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm on my car. You're not gonna hurt me. I'm on my car. And if you want to hurt me, you're not gonna hurt this crowd. You're just gonna get me because I'm on top of my car. If I go out, I go out. I'm willing to die for this shit. Are you? Because y'all in Black Bloc, 6 motherfuckers, skinny white motherfuckers, who won't even throw a punch, just steal my microphone. Bitch, you know what? That's who I need as a fucking role model. Somebody who comes out and tells not just the people who punk me, but the crowd who watch to fight him. And let's talk. Fuck yeah. And this camp agrees, and that's who they want to help. Because you know what? It's not like he's out here controlling us. He was out here a year before, and he's not still out here. He's got his own business. He's got his own shit to deal with. But these, like, people came to my protest and told me not to stream, and then told a black person not to stream who's related to Kevin Gates. They're dumb and they fucked up. And they could have known if they listened to people. But they don't. Share this shit.